Have you ever wondered what it really took from India to gain its freedom? Independence did not come to India overnight. It wasn't just single moment or one big moment. It was long, painful and courageous struggle that lasted nearly 200 years. A journey of revolt, mass movement, sacrifices and relentless courage. This is a story of how India finally broke free from the chains of British rule. It all began in the 16th century with the arrival of British East India Company. The British East India Company began as traders, but after the Battle of Plassey in 1757, they became rulers. Over time, they took over land, wealth, and power, draining India's economy and dismantling local industries. The first major uprising came in 1857, also known as the First War of Independence. It was India's first large-scale resistance, led by brave figures like Rani Lakshmibai, Thantia Tope, and Bahadur Shah Zafar. Soldiers, kings, and common people rose against British rule, but it was brutally crushed. Though unsuccessful, still the spark was lit. It inspired future generations to prove one thing: India would not be ruled forever.
In 1885, the Indian National Congress was formed. At first, it demanded reforms, not independence. But in 1905, the partition of Bengal by Lord Curzon triggered the Swadeshi movement. People began boycotting British goods and promoting Indian-made products. Leaders like Bal Gangadhar Tilak gave the cry, "Swaraj is my birthright and I shall have it." In 1915, Mahatma Gandhi returned from South Africa, the man who transformed the freedom struggle. With his message of Satyagraha and Ahimsa, he united millions. In 1917, the Champaran Satyagraha supported poor farmers. In 1919, the Jallianwala Bagh massacre shocked the nation, where hundreds of peaceful protesters were killed by British troops. India had enough. Gandhi launched the non-cooperation movement in 1920. Indians boycotted schools, jobs and British goods. Later came the Salt March in 1930, a 240-mile walk to Dundee to break salt laws. A simple act, a powerful message. While Gandhi chose non-violence, others took the revolutionary path. Bhagat Singh, Rajguru and Sukhdev became legends for their bold stand against colonial oppression. Chandrasekhar Azad vowed never to be captured alive, and Subhash Chandra Bose formed the Indian National Army, calling on Indians to fight for independence through force. His cry, "Give me blood and I shall give you freedom," still echoes us today.
World War II weakened the British Empire, and by the 1940s, India's demand for freedom could no longer be ignored. In 1942, Gandhi launched the Quit India movement, urging do or die. The British responded with arrests and violence, but the movement shook the empire's core. Meanwhile, Indian soldiers in the INA and British Indian Army played a key role in the shifting power dynamics. Finally, on August 15, 1947, India became free, but the joy was bittersweet. Partition led to the creation of Pakistan, triggering one of the bloodiest migrations in history. Millions were displaced, families torn apart, over 1 million lives lost. Today, we stand tall as the world's largest democracy, but the independence wasn't a gift. It came from blood, sweat, and dreams of millions who never lived to see it. As we celebrate Independence Day, let's honor their legacy not just with flags and parades, but by living with unity, dignity, and purpose. If you find this story powerful, share it with someone who should know it too. Let it remind us all: freedom is not a gift, it's a responsibility. Jai Hind.